2016 is about to come to an end, and this year we saw some great smartphones. We saw Apple iPhones becoming waterproof for the first time. We saw Google making Pixel smartphone for the first time. We saw a lot of companies toying with the idea of modularity, and of course we saw some great flagship killers too. Yet, if someone asks which is the best Android smartphone in town right now, the name that pops up is of Samsung Galaxy S7, which is quite surprising considering the phone came out in February and it has been quite a while. So in this video, I'm revisiting the Samsung Galaxy S7 and seeing how it fares up in November 2016 and more importantly, how it would fare up in 2017. Because when Samsung Galaxy S8 comes out in February next year, this phone will become even more affordable. But the question is it worth it too? Well, in this video, we find out if Samsung Galaxy S7 is still the best smartphone out there or not. Let me start by saying that barring the screen size, the battery capacity and possibly some extra edge features, my review can be attributed to Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge as well. And now let's start with the designing. The phone looks a lot like a Samsung. It looks visually similar to Samsung Galaxy S6 and from the front especially it looks similar to any other Samsung out there with two capacitive keys along with the home button, which by the way houses in a very fast fingerprint scanner. The only bummer being, it doesn't work when the display is on sleep. Apart from that, the overall build quality is quite premium. You get metal on the sides, you get a 2.5D curved glass both on front and on the back, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 4. But all of that is quite obvious. More important than how this device looks is how this device feels. It feels great in the hand. First up is the compact size of this device that settles well in the palm. And secondly, the shape of this device is such that the weight distribution feels very good. Apart from that, I would like to talk about what I think Samsung Galaxy S7 is. Samsung Galaxy S7 is a fixer. It fixes in things that the predecessor lacked. So you get IP68 dust and waterproofness, you get a micro SD card slot, which by the way also doubles up as a dual SIM slot in India, a hybrid dual SIM slot rather. And it also has features like the always on display, which now means that when the phone is on sleep, it can still give you time and date information. Which by the way brings us to the display. The display never needed a fix. With a vibrant Quad HD Super AMOLED display, which is among the brightest displays in the town, it is also one of the best displays in the town. Plus, with the Edge variant you get an extra curve and possibly the most interesting design on any smartphone currently. Apart from that, the color saturation is good, blacks are blacker, whites are whiter, and outdoor visibility is not an issue at all. So the display is best in class, but what I'd like to focus on is that in this era of big screen 5.5-inch phablets, yes, I call them phablets, this is perhaps one of the most compact, convenient, yet powerful smartphones out there. And oh, it's very powerful. In India you get a Exynos 1890 CPU coupled with 4 gigs of RAM and the performance is top notch. Maybe in terms of real life performance or maybe in terms of benchmarks. And since a lot of gamers are worried about the performance, you get additional features for gaming too, including next gen Vulkan graphics, ability to record gameplay, boost them up, and also to lock the touch buttons, which otherwise is very annoying. And what else is annoying is the awkward speaker placement that gets muffled any way you grip the phone. But then at least you do get a headphone jack on this one. Also, a lot of people in the past have had issues with Samsung's software. But I personally feel it's now much more polished and much more refined and feature rich too, with themes, dual windows, pop-up widgets and the whole of Microsoft Office pre-installed. And while it's on Android Marshmallow currently, it'll surely get the taste of Android Nougat. But all that is fine. Most of the users would never even use all that horsepower. But what everyone is going to use for sure is the camera. And they are arguably the best cameras out there on a smartphone right now. Shots are clear in all conditions like most other flagships. The shots in low light are magically clear. In fact, they look better through Galaxy S7's camera than through the naked eyes. And there are two main reasons for it. Number one is dual pixel technology. Apart from giving it superior image quality, it also gives S7 crazy autofocusing speed, second only to Google Pixel XL, which I've reviewed in the past. And more importantly, even up till this point, the camera on Samsung Galaxy S7 has the largest aperture in the town, 1.7 f. Now there are some things that camera experts will tell you, a lot of camera experts and a lot of Apple iPhone users will complain about oversaturation and artificially boosted colors on this phone. And being a reviewer, I noticed them too. But the truth is, it doesn't hurt my eye, and I'm pretty sure it won't hurt yours too. This one is a better shooter than the iPhone 7, and it's as good as the Google Pixel XL in my opinion. However, you do not have to trust my opinions on it. Here are some camera samples for you to judge them better. Turning to the front camera, the selfie shooter does have a wider lens than all of its peers, and the resolution too is decent. But what I love the most is the screen flash, which helps me a lot when shooting selfies in the dark. I have a separate video review of Galaxy S7's cameras. Be sure to check that one out too for more samples. But the best display, one of the best cameras and great performance are all a waste if the phone is always on charge. So battery life is very important. And Galaxy S7 does give you good battery life. It does not give you great battery life. You won't last for a day and a half with this phone. But for a day's usage, the battery is fine. I used to get around 4 hours of screen on time on average with average to above average usage. Yet, the phone drains a lot when location and 4G are turned on. However, it does make up for it using inclusions like fast charging, which is very fast, or wireless charging, for which you need to buy a separate charger. And with 2 power modes inside the software, battery life won't be big of an issue. And now let's talk about the additional features you get on this phone. You get sensors like heart rate sensor and blood oxygen sensor, you get NFC, you get VoLTE, and you also get UFS 2.0, ultra fast storage. It basically gives you increased data copying speeds, and it also helps keep your phone intact the same way it was when you bought it for a couple of more months to come. So now that you know it all, let me tell you my final verdict on the Samsung Galaxy S7. To be very honest, I know of a phone with a better design. I know of a phone with more features. I know of a phone with a better spec sheet than this one too. Yet, I don't know of a phone which has all of them together inside one. This has possibly the best display in the town right now. It has possibly one of the best cameras in the town right now. It has the best of features, and since it has aged well, it now has a better price tag too. In India, you can get a new Galaxy S7 for around 42,000 rupees. And that is not a bad price to pay for the best smartphone in the town. Comparing it to the Google Pixel, I'll just say one line. In my opinion, the best Android smartphone of 2016 cannot have a mediocre design and not be waterproof. So yes, I do believe the Samsung Galaxy S7 is the phone of the year of 2016. It is a jack of all trades and a master in all that counts. And that's what I think of Samsung Galaxy S7. But I would love to hear what you think of the phone. Put all your comments in the comment box below after you have liked and more importantly shared this video with your friends. Also, if you haven't already, do hit the subscribe button. We would love to see more of you and possibly would love to see more of me too. Having said that, this is Sid. See you soon. Ciao.